You are about to enter the Chrome Dome.
Alright, Chrome Domers, welcome back. I'm Old Ball Guy, aka LBG, and we are here for week 28 of our Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes Supreme Leader Kylo Ren farming process as we document this on YouTube. And it's been a rather interesting week. GAC is still going swimmingly, but the one thing I wanted to talk about is Conquest. So the previous Conquest, we got to 180 banners, or whatever they're called. And this time we're stuck at 150. And I want to show you why. It's these little fuckers right here. So they are super fast. And they stack debuffs like no one else's business. And I just can't get by them. I finally got by this group over here by stacking up a bunch of consumables and finally got past. I was like, all right, good, I can move on. And immediately ran into this unavoidable one here. So back-to-back unavoidable Old Republics. And I can get through these four, but then I can't get through Nest. He just hits too hard, and I can't stack up enough debuffs on him, etc. So the mistake that I made is I did not pick up the data disk that gives you burning and 2 damage over times every time they start their turn. So, because I could take the hits from them, I just can't get I can't do enough damage to them to get them. So that was a mistake I made that I will hopefully rectify next season when the next Conquest comes around, whatever that is. And but it was a problem for us. So we did everything we could. We got as many of these as we could. We still need. I guess we probably could try to get defense up here and get 5 more banners, but it wouldn't matter because we're at 152 and the next break is 160. So it is what it is. That's fine. We got to where we got, but I did want to show that we sucked this time, and help you guys if you're thinking about you coming in here. Pick up if you see those the dot adding ones at the start of their turn. They're only 1 space in the inventory to use. Pick them up. Hold on to them. There are teams that will take a lot of turns and you can just let them kill themselves against you, especially if you have a KRU that doesn't die, but the stuns and everything else really puts a hurting on him. So let's take a look at where we're at these days. So we have gained a little bit here. We have gained a lot in ships. So we finished off another ship to 85. We added some abilities to various things. I'll show you the ships in a second, but that was our big gain, was almost 50,000 in ships, which is huge because we haven't done that in quite a while. So that was nice. And a very small gain, 25,000, 24,000 and change in tunes, for a total of almost 70,000. Looks like 67,000. Oh, no, 73,000. That's a big jump for us, and we actually added a little bit in Fleet Arena as well with a couple of small changes there, and we have gone 2-1 in the past week of GAC, which is nice, and we are 2-0 heading into the finale this week. And if you have not watched the previous GAC episode, you should go back and do it. Match 2 was us up against a 5 million GP that showed up, and it was amazing. Oh, man, was that one fun. So, taking a look at what we have accomplished recently, not a ton. We did finish KRU up to Relic 7, and I want to talk about that in just a second. And OG Kylo's up to Gear 11, and Executioner's almost to Relic. We will Relic him next week, I'm sure. So, outside of that, not a ton has changed here. But I did want to talk about a couple of things. So first of all, the relicing process for KRU, we ran into an issue right here with Electrium conductors. They are super expensive to create, and so CG came out with a pack that was 500 credits for a variety of for a chance at, I think it was 8, 12, 20, something like that. It was a significant number for 500 credits, 500 crystals, which was better than what you could buy them for, especially much better than what you could buy these for. So I went ahead and bought a couple of those. I spent about 1,500 crystals on it and got us enough to get KRU to 7 and put a little bit in the bank here. But as you can see, it's all gold Kyro stuff. That Armatech stuff, and it's really expensive. The best way to do these is to combine them with the Mark 7s, the Mark 7 purples. Sorry about that. Allergy season in Vegas. Is to combine them with the Mark 7 purples and create them for a much bigger turn-in. But the other problem with that is you need those Mark 7 purples. And so that creates a bit of a challenge. The other thing that's big for us this week is we have finished leveling up our Bounty Hunter squad. And if you watch GAC 2 matches ago, you'll see them in use. We have Omicron Zam, and as you can see here, if you look at our GAC squads, we now have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 full level 85 squads as we head into Bronzium next season. So this squad is still very, very far away from having their skills finished, but they are all level 85. They are all at least gear 8, so that will help. They're still only 56k, but once I finish off their abilities, I have finished all of their mods to level 15. So our next 2 projects with that, now that we've finished that particular approach, is Wampa, and he will be our next Omicron. He's about to be 6 stars, and so we will bring him to gear 11. We will Omicron him, and he will be a solo beast for us. And then we're going to start working on our 10th team, which is just going to be leftover. It's going to be the rest of the first order that we have unlocked here. But as you can see, they're not good first order unlocks. Hux is 2 stars, first order stormtrooper is 2 star, etc. So not a ton of upside to these guys right now. Eventually, yes, but Wampa's going to be our next focus for leveling and Omicroning. We are a bit far away from his Omicron. I think we have like 8 or 10, something like that. But, within the next, month or so, he'll be up there. He probably won't be ready for Carbonite week 1, but, who is ready for the first week they come up in Carbonite? So we'll get him there. And as you can see, our first order team is coming along very nicely here. And now that KRU is 7, I added his Zeta to give him taunt at the start of the fight. I figured that was probably the most impactful Zeta for teams trying to get through him. I wanted them to have to go through KRU to get to the rest of the squad who's not as strong. And we'll get Fox up soon, and hopefully between Fox and KRU, we can get some holds with him as our back row defense behind Omicron Qui-Gon Jinn, and then try to blast through what they have. That's going to be our goal in GAC, is to try to get a hold and finish and then full clear them. We'll see how that goes. We're going to be mostly offense at that point, but it's a challenge. And you know what? We shouldn't be in Carbonite in a Bronzium anyway. So do what we can, do our best. Outside of that, I did want to look at ships with you guys. They are coming along very nicely. 49 on Xanadu, 44 on Command Shuttle, 41 on Houndstooth, and we also have down here a little ways 93 on Vulture Droid. So these are coming to an end. This is getting close to finishing off these farms, and that opens up a massive amount of mobility at that point. We have some tunes to farm, we have gear to farm, we just have to work into that. But that is a major milestone to get these guys finished off and start the finalizer. But here's the challenge right now, boys. Look at Executrix, 45 out of 100. I have to have a 7-star Executrix to get 5-star finalizer. So we have to finish this guy off. I will probably refresh his the next time it comes around, I'll refresh him. That'll put him at 75. I have fingers crossed that they will do a Executrix event like they're doing the Home 1 event, and that will allow us to finish him off without paying an exorbitant amount. But I don't know if they're going to do that or not. They're doing Home 1 now, but that doesn't help me a ton. It helps me a little bit. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but it's not the great help that I need. So that's something we're going to look at soon, I hope, and get that set up. But outside of that, as you can see, we've got a lot of 85s going on around here now. We've got 72 on Xanadu Blood. That is the last member of our finalizer fleet, and they are all 85 after that's finished. So it's looking really good on that side. Outside of that, we're moving along. Things are going good. I feel like we're going to have Finalizer unlocked. We're going to have the fleet for the Finalizer unlock to start that process within the next couple of weeks, probably 3 to 4 weeks away. We're about, what is that, 59 shards on the outside. So that's probably just over 4 weeks to finish that. But it's right there, and we'll start ticking those off and be able to start farming the rest of the squads and get those things finished and looking really good. So until next time, OBG out.